And out of the nice collection of Rolls-Royces that you've had over the years, what would you say would be your favourite?
That's hard to say. I think this one I've really enjoyed.
So here we are continuing the Rolls-Royce and Bentley Garage Tours, and I'm with a familiar figure to many club members, here with Steve McDonald. How are you this morning, Steve?
Well, thanks, Vince. How are you today?
Yes, very well, thank you. And you've got your beautiful Rolls-Royce with us today here. What model is this?
It's a 1984 Silver Spirit. It's the first in the series of the Silver Spirit. It was delivered here in January '85.
And how long have you had this?
I've had it nearly 10 years now.
Wow. And is this your first Rolls-Royce?
No, I've had several. I've started off with a Bentley, actually, a 1966 Bentley two-door, and similar colour to this, actually. And went on to having a Cloud and a Bentley Turbo R, and now I own this one.
Wow, that's a really nice collection you've had in the past then.
Yes, I've been very fortunate.
Let's have a look inside, because this has got what colour is the interior?
The interior is beige. The exterior is burgundy, and the colour product is Inmont.
Right.
So people will be familiar with that.
Well, you can see here an absolutely beautiful interior with superbly comfortable seats, which I can vouch for on our drive down here, and lashings of wood panelling, a beautiful dash. We have 84,000 kilometres on there, Steve, or miles?
It's kilometres.
It's kilometres, jolly good. It's in wonderful condition, isn't it?
Thank you.
Have you entered this car in concours before?
Yes, it's won 2 concours, it's won the state concours, and it's also won the federal concours.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised, I must say. It's in beautiful condition. Look at the room, the leg room in the back here. Mammoth. Not even the long wheelbase, which would be the spur, but just gorgeous. So very quiet inside. Footrests as well. Beautiful. It's quite a long vehicle too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about, the old terms, it's about 18 feet long.
Right.
Just fits in the garage.
Yeah, yes, indeed. And can you get much in the boot of these cars?
Yeah.
Oh my word. Couple of golf bags go in there, won't they?
Storage is good. The ability to just about take everything, great on picnics. You can fit just about everything in them.
And this has a spare wheel underneath the car, is that right?
That's correct, yes. The spare wheel is lowered on a cradle.
Right.
And it's lowered by inserting a spanner into this nut here.
I see.
And lowering it. Under this little section here is the valve for the tyre, so you can keep the tyre pressures.
Good idea.
Correct, yes. Something the judges look for in concours.
Oh yes. And any other hidden surprises in this huge boot?
Well, the toolkits are kept up here.
Oh.
So
it is. So we've got a jack in there.
And the small tools are kept here.
Oh, I see. Have you ever used any of this?
No.
Fresh light bulbs?
I've used the spanners a couple of times, but as for changing the globes from these, no. They're just for show.
You can see in there, but there's a jack in there, some spanners, and well, that's excellent. It's very handy, isn't it?
Exactly as it came from the factory.
Well done. What year was this?
1984, and it
84.
was delivered in 85.
Tremendous. Oh, and this has got the hand-painted coach lines, hasn't it, too?
That's correct. Yes, the fine lines are duplicated on the dress rims, and as well as the side here. The coach lines are hand painted, and the hubcaps themselves are stainless steel.
Beautiful attention to detail. And of course, under the bonnet we've got the famous Rolls-Royce engine.
6.75 litre V8.
That's it. Now I have to say, this is a very tidy engine bay.
Thank you.
Very clean indeed. Even the padding here to keep things quiet is
Everything original, undamaged.
original and very clean. So where do you go for servicing for this?
John Borza Motors have been looking after this car for me since I've owned it, and they've looked after several of my cars over the years, and
Right.
I'm extremely happy with the attention to detail and the friendly service they offer.
Yes, I've heard that quite a bit about that company. Well, so what years did these run from and to, do you know?
The Spirit actually ran right until the beginning of the changeover period for Rolls-Royce,
Right.
which went to the Rolls-Royce Seraph, and that was around about 1999, so approximately 1999.
And this is an early version, you said. Did they have more than one mark?
Yes, the Spirit models went up to Spirit 3,
Right.
and so this was the early one. This car is actually a carbureted model. And,
Oh.
just the year after this car was delivered, the introduction of fuel injection came.
And nice to drive around town as well as cruising?
Well, this one is, I think, about the closest I'll ever come to owning a new one. It's in absolutely superb condition. It drives according to in line with the mileage on it. It handles beautifully. It's being a low mileage car, it's still quite tight, and this is the common comment that I get from other members when they drive it on the drive and be driven day.
Oh, yes.
That they often comment how stiff the car really is, and how much like a new car it is.
And out of the nice collection of Rolls-Royces that you've had over the years, what would you say would be your favourite?
That's hard to say. I think this one I've really enjoyed. I've enjoyed them all really. The Cloud was very special. I had a Cloud 2 in 1962. It was right on the changeover of the Cloud.
Right.
I really enjoyed that car. The Turbo R was awesome with its power.
I'm sure.
But this car as a luxury car is just superb. I only made one alteration to it from original, and that's I asked Darren Borza to put a stiffer suspension or a stiffer sway bar on the car.
Right.
And so we increased the diameter by using a Turbo R sway bar.
Oh, I see.
It stiffened the front quite considerably, which made handling so much better.
Right. Well, can we go for a drive?
Of course.
Lovely, thank you. I've got to tell you what a beautiful drive it is too. Plenty of power, as we know, from the 6.75 litre motor with how much horsepower? Well, adequate. We're told. We don't know the actual figures, we just know it's adequate, and that's certainly what it feels like. The beautiful dash here, as you can see, just a gorgeous ride. It's very smooth. The car seems very manoeuvrable and almost nimble. I had a little drive of it myself earlier, and I was surprised at how nimble the car was, how eager the accelerator was and receptive to my commands, and we're just breezing around the back streets here. just want to say thanks very much, Steve, for the opportunity to not only video your beautiful Rolls-Royce, but also to have a drive.
My pleasure.
Thank you.